When Jennifer Coolidge accepted her Golden Globe on Tuesday night, she never anticipated crying quite so much. She told Page Six, "I was amazed at how I poured my guts. I lost track of where I was while I stood in front of the audience. I expressed a lot of my emotions. I was being serious and not trying to be amusing." Standing ovations greeted the 61-year-old actress as she accepted her prize for supporting actress in a limited series anthology for her scene-stealing performance as the Lavalerne-rich heiress Tanya McQuoid in the HBO sensation The White Lotus. Mike White, the author and director of Lotus and a personal friend of Coolidge's, broke down in tears as she described how she almost didn't sign up for the performance after falling into a melancholy during the epidemic. She acknowledged that she nearly declined the show, which also earned her an Emmy in 2022. "I almost turned it down, very stupidly. Even though co-star Eugene Levy of Best in Show and Ariana Grande have referred to her as my queen," Coolidge told Page Six that she doesn't truly think so highly of herself. She was asked why she didn't love herself as much as her fans did, and she said, "Oh, I don't know. In my dating experiences, I've never really met the proper person. I haven't met my true love yet. I believe I made some poor choices." You become insecure and doubt your abilities as a result, Coolidge continued. "A lot of individuals may approach you at the airport. People in Hollywood approach you when they have nothing better to do and say, 'You're terrific,' but the only way you can tell whether they really mean it is if you give them a job." In reference to White Lotus, Coolidge said that Mike was pushing and trying to sell it, but no one was buying it. The 5'10" blonde, who rose to fame as the original MILF, Stifler's mom, in the American Pie franchise, was taken aback when White told his friend he had written Tanya's part specifically for her. When Coolidge was at an all-time low in 2017, she recalled, White took her on a safari in Africa, which she later described as a life-changing experience. Coolidge remarked that White's creation of the character Tanya for her was the ultimate gift from someone. "Not only do I admire you, but I also think you're talented," they're saying. When someone supports you, it doesn't happen very often. A working-class family raised Coolidge in the small Massachusetts town of Norwell, which is located just outside of Boston. Her mother Gretchen was a stay-at-home mom who passed away from pancreatic cancer while Coolidge was in her early 30s, which the actress described as devastating. Her father Paul worked in manufacturing. Together with Sandra Bullock, she was a waiter. She once called in sick, according to Coolidge, but instead of pretending to have a cold, she claimed that someone had lit a cigarette in her eye. "In my 20s, I had a hard time finding work. Instead, I performed in a few little theaters around town, but it was definitely a disaster. In my 20s, I was kind of, going out every night, drinking, and using drugs. And when I was 27, I finally entered a drug rehab, after which I sort of got my act together," she said, according to a statement she made to the Le Times the previous year. Coolidge said to White during her Globe speech, "You have given me hope. You've given me a fresh start. And you significantly altered my life. My neighbors are talking to me and such stuff. I didn't want to live longer, but you make people want to." Although the audience laughed, Coolidge's remarks weren't a joke. After she showed him a video of 8 attractive men offering Monica Bellucci cigarettes as she sat on a scooter in the 2000 Italian movie Melina, Coolidge stated that White based season 2 of the show around her. She informed him that was her dream. Tanya came to a watery end, and he gave her a very Italian, very operatic finale. Mike wanted it to be along the lines of a line Tanya uses that goes something like, "Italian women suffer, they cry, and then they die." The fact that Coolidge claimed to be unaware that Legally Blonde 3, now being written by Mindy Kaling, was moving forward or whether her manicurist character, Paulette, would return, shows just how little she has yet to believe in her own star power. Someone who had just been announced as the winner of the award ran toward her and said, "Of course it's happening, Jennifer.